Om Nakradunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurame Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Me Sada Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahe Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahe Om Shanti 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 Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha
Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha.
Atha Shashtodhyayah
Atha Shashtodhyayaha.
Shri Bhagavad Vacha
Shri Bhagavan Vacha.
Jitatmanav Prashantasya Paramatma Samahitaha
Jithatmana Prashanthasya Paramatma Samahitaha.
Shitoshna Sukha Duksheshu Tatha Manapamanayoh
Shitoshna Sukha Dukkheshu Tadha Manapamanayoh.
We have seen this shloka with the word Paramatma, which when interpreted differently, the the shloka gives two different, can be interpreted two different ways. We saw Yitatmanaha referring to the person who has mastery over Shrira Manasangata, Prashantaha with regard to Chita, Ushna, Sukha, Dukkha, Mana, Apamana is Prashantaha. Samyak Agitaha Chittam for the one whose mind is Samyak Agitaha Param Atma, who has placed his mind in the Paramatma and Brahma, that person, or Paramatma always, Atma Antakaranam, for the one who has his mind well mastered, well controlled, for the mind, for the one who has the mind with himself. So always, Param means here taking the another meaning. Param means always. Paramatma samahitaha samyak agitaha atma antakaranam chittam. So that meaning if you take, for that person the mind always will be in a state of composure. Prashantaha, shantasya, the mind always will be samyak agitaha. It will be calm. For the one that mind is the mind of the person whose mind is prashantasya, or whose mind is prashantaha, tranquil, shantaha, with regard to Shita, Ushna, Sukha, Dukkha, Mana, Apamana. Then Param, Atma, Antakarnam, always Antakarnam is Agitaha. It is in a state of composure. It is in Samik Agitaha. That is what we saw. Param, Atma, Antakarnam. Param means always Samahitaha. Samik Agitaha in a state of composure, tranquility. So interpreting the verse in two different ways. Now the next shloka which we have to see, where Bhagavan says further, let us read. Jnana Vijnana Tatma Kutastho Vijitendriyaha
ज्ञानविज्ञानतृप्तात्मा क्रोधस्थो विजितेन्द्रियः
Yukta Hityuchyate Yogi Samaloshtashmakanchanaha
युक्त इत्युच्यते योगी समलोष्टाश्म काञ्चनः.
The mind of the person is in a state of composure, said in the previous shloka, then such a person is called. Such a person who enjoys such a mind, the mind which always in a state of composure, tranquility, shanti, that person is called yogi. Yogi here it is, Uttaha yogi is a yogi, composed person. And further, some more the qualities of the person are mentioned here. He is kutastaha, jnana vijnana, triptatma, atma, mind is always content, triptaha. With regard to jnanam, jnana vijnana. Here, jnana vijnanam, vijnanam is atma. Jnanam is knowledge. Jnana vijnanam is knowledge of the atma. Atma meaning Sachit Ananda Atma Chaitanya Mityartha. The truth, the reality. Who has the knowledge of the truth, by which Truptaha, his Atma, is contented. He has discovered himself. Therefore, he is contented. There is no lack. He found that there is no lack. He doesn't lack anything. He is Purnaha. Only when the person feels Apurnaha, then only there is pravritti for gaining that is not gained. Therefore, Sukha, Dukkha, all those things happen. That is samsara. That is what samsara is. Wanting to become that which is free from any lack. But he has discovered Atma is already free. It is free. It is Atma is already Aham Atma already free from lack. So that is by knowledge, jnanam. He has discovered the fact that the jnanam happens only in the mind. Therefore, Atma, Tripta Atma, Antakaranam Atma. Therefore, the mind of such a person, which is Triptaha, satisfied with the knowledge with the self-knowledge, Jnana Vijnana, Vijnana translated here, it is the meaning to be taken as Atma. Vijnana, depending on the context, we interpret. Jnanam Vijnana. Jnana Vijnana Yogo Nama. You have a chapter separately. Jnana Vijnana. Jnana Vijnana Yogo Nama. Next chapter is seventh chapter we are going to see. There, Jnanam is a Paroksha Jnanam. Vijnanam is Aproksha Jnanam. We will see that. Now, here Vijnanam should be taken as Atma, Sachitananda Atma. Then Kutastaha, another word which describes a person. Person who enjoys the mind which is composed. Kutastaha. Kutastaha means that doesn't change, remains unchanged. That is Kutastaha. Vijitendriyaha. That is in the beginning. That is as an adhikari. He is a dhammi. He has got dhamma. Now, as a jnani, he has mastered his mastery over sense organs. Vijitendriyaha. So now Paranchikani Vidinat Swayambhu, that Indriyas, which tend to take the person away, the tendency which is there for Indriya, organs, Indriyani, over which he has mastery because of Jnanam. So what was practiced as a sadhana, now it has become sadhya, Vijitendriyaha. He has conquered, he has made it. In the beginning it was a sadhanam, now it is a sadhyam, accomplished. Vijitendriyaha, sense organs have no say on this person. Meaning sense organs cannot take the person for the ride anymore. Therefore, Vijitendriyaha Kutastaha, and he has got, because of his knowledge, Samaloshtash Makanchanaha, Sama, same. And in the previous chapter also we saw Nirdosham hi Samam Brahma Sukam Bandhat Pramuchyate, Sama. means same. That is his vision of sameness. Loshta Ashma Kanchana. Loshta means a lump of clay. Ashma, stone. Kanchana is gold. For him, everything is same. Everything is Brahma. Same means not in the Vyavaharika sense. Vyavaharika sense, there's a value we place and therefore they are different. But from the standpoint of Brahma, it is all same. Brahma eva. What is the difference? For Jnani, there is no difference. Everything is Brahma. In the pot shop, there are different pots. What difference is there between the pots? Maybe the pots may be different in size. The pot may be different in color because of painting. But a Jnani knows everything is a pot made of clay only. It is nothing but clay alone, out of which the pot has come. So he has that vision, penetrating vision, seeing through. He sees Sarvatra, clay darshanam, mrita darshanam. Similarly, here also is Sama. That is it doesn't place high value on gold, doesn't place low value for Ash, is Loshta. So his perception is not based on the value, the superimposed value. So therefore, Samaloshta, because of his knowledge, therefore Samaloshta Ashmakanchanaha, that person, because he has got Darshanam, Brahma Darshanam, Samadarshanam, therefore he is composed. Because he has Darshan, therefore he is composed. If this Darshanam is not there, it means Ajnanam is there, then one cannot be composed. One cannot be calm and quiet. One cannot enjoy that peaceful mind. Therefore, such a person now here who has this Darshanam, Samadarshanam, Vidyavane Sampanne, Brahmane Gavyastini. Shunishcheva Shapakecha Panditaha Samadarshinaha. Pandita has got Samadarshanam, Brahmadarshanam. Even though the differences are there, in spite of the differences, it is Sama. Therefore, only is Yuktaha, composed, integrated person, is a yogi. Iti. The yogi is a jnani. One whose mind is content in the knowledge of Atma, one who remains unchanged, who has mastered the sense organs and the organs of action, for whom a clump of earth, Loshta, Ashma, stone, and gold, Kanchana, are the same. This person, composed person, Paramatma Samahitaha, what is said in the previous shloka, that person is Yuktaha. Samahitaha, Yuktaha, Yogi iti uchyate, is referred to as yogi. Bhagavan uses the word yogi in three ways throughout the Gita. One is yogi meaning karma yogi. He talks about the yogi, karma yogi as a yogi. We saw in the third chapter. Tasmad yogi bhava Arjuna, yogi karma yogi. The third chapter as well as the fourth chapter also at the end he says, therefore you do the yoga, Tasmad yogi bhava Arjuna. So Bhagavan said, Tasmad yogam atishta iti, that yoga, yogi, that is you do the yoga. That is karma yogi, karma yogam kuru. And also refers to the person who is committed to dhyana, a life of meditation, a life of sannyasa. That is also yogi. Where? In this chapter only, before we saw. The fifth chapter we saw, not in this chapter, sorry, fifth chapter. The fifth chapter in the beginning. The beginning he said, yeah, that is Yam sannyasam, Yam sannyasam iti prago tam yogam vidhi pandava. Sankhya prapete sthanam tad yogapi gamyate, tad yogaigi api gamyate, ekam sankyam cha yogam cha, yas pashyati sapashyati, iti he said. So therefore, Sankhya and yoga, that is sannyasa and yoga, sannyasi and yogi, they are in that context. Yogi, the word is used. So, and the yoga, the word also, yogi referring to the person, also, the referring to the dhyana yogi in this chapter. The previous chapter is referring to the yogi, meaning the karma yogi, fifth chapter. Talks about the karma yogi as a yogi, fifth chapter, third chapter, fourth chapter, and all. And the person who is committed to dhyanam, a life of meditation, is called yogi. We saw yam sannyasam iti prahu yogam ta viddhi pandava nagya sannyasa sankalpaha yogi bhavati kaschana. There it is also again in the same chapter, in this chapter only, the word yogi referring to the karma yogi. In the same chapter, later we will see, we will be using the word yogi, the success chapter itself. That is referring to a dhyana yogi, a life of sannyasa, a life of meditation, the one who is committed to dhyana. So karma yogi as a yogi in the third chapter, fourth chapter, fifth chapter, as well as in the beginning of the sixth chapter uses. And in the sixth chapter later, we will see the word yogi referring to the person who is committed to dhyanam. That is vididhyasanam. Therefore, the lifestyle of a person is a sannyasa. So sannyasi as a yogi. Then he calls the jnana yogi as well. Jnana yogi, jnani as also as a yogi. That is also is used. Now here, iti uchate yogi, jnana yogi. So therefore, in three different contexts, the word is yogi is used. Depending on the context, we have to take the meaning. In this shloka, yogi means jnani, jnana yogi, a person of knowledge. Because jnana vijnana triptatma yogi bhavati. Because jnana vijnana triptatma is jnani, therefore yogi bhavati, a person, jnani meaning a person of knowledge, therefore is a yogi. But depending on the context, we have to take the meaning of yogi. By using the word in this way here, Bhagavan is pointing out the flow, the order involved in gaining the knowledge, that is moksha. Before taking up the topic of meditation, dhyana, which is the current topic, Bhagavan says that one must lift oneself up, not destroy oneself. Uddared atmanatmanam. Atmanam na atmanam avasadayet. And that who knows self is steadfast in the fact of all the opposites. Shitoshta sukadukeshu tatapmana apamana yogo. And that one who wants to attain this knowledge must commit himself or herself to a life of karma yoga. That is, arukshor muner yogam karma karanam uchyate. Iti. Having said all this, now Bhagavan is discussing yoga rudaha. Yoga ruda means jnani, who has attained, who has mounted, climbed up the horse of yoga. Yoga arudaha, in other words, the person of wisdom, jnani. Now, jnani is defined through jnanam. One who has jnanam is called jnani. Then what is knowledge? What is jnanam? The definition of knowledge. The wise person is called jnana vijnana triptatma, a man of wisdom. Wise person is called jnana vijnana triptatma. Here, both jnana and vijnana means knowledge, but when they appear together, then we have to give different meaning to vijnana. When they appear together, vijnanam is vishesha jnana. We cannot give same meaning. Both means knowledge. When they appear together, jnana vijnana, then vishesha jnanam. Specific or particular knowledge, something more than jnana. Since both words mean knowledge, when they appear together, there is a connection between the two, which is purely contextual. Yes, depending on the context only, we have to take their meaning. When they appear together as they do in the compound, in this compound, jnana vijnana tatma, describing a wise person, jnani. Now, jnana is to be understood as something a little less than vijnanam. Bhagavan Shankara Bhagavad makes this clear by defining jnana as that particular knowledge conveyed by the meaning of the words of the Shastra. That is jnanam. The jnanam which the Shastra gives jnanam. And explaining the word vijnanam, he says vijnana referring to the assimilated jnanam, totally assimilated and owned up jnanam. Knowledge which was paroksha, now it is aparoksha, owned up. Aparoksha jnana, without any pratibandhakas, inhibiting factors. So jnanam is shastrokta padarthanam parijnanam, paritaha jnanam, all knowledge. I mean, paritaha jnanam, the all facets. Paritaha jnanam, jnanam which is conveyed by, which is which the Shastram gives, which the Shastrokta told by, which is taught by the Shastra. Padarthanam, the meaning of the words of the Shastra, what it conveys, that is Jnanam. Vijnanam too, whereas Vijnanam is Shastrataha Jnatanam Tataiva Svanubhava Karanam. The words of the Shastra gives Paroksha Jnanam, and Shastrata Jatanam Tataiva Svanubhava Karanam means Aparoksha Jnanam, assimilated Jnanam, the Jnanam which is owned up. So Jnanam is therefore Pratibadha Jnanam is Jnanam, Apratibadha Jnanam is Vijnanam. Another way of saying. Another way of saying is Atma Asti iti Jnanam, that is Jnanam. That Atma Aham Asmi iti, that knowledge is Vijnanam. Between a person and knowledge, yes, there is a certain distance. For example, when I tell you that the Shastra says Atma is Brahma, Atma is Brahma, Paroksha Jnana. The statement is very clear to you, which is certain kind of knowledge. Shruti conveys Atma is Brahma. But still you have to realize it. You still have to recognize the fact that Atma Aham is Brahma. That there is a stage where the knowledge in the form of certain insight, vision, assimilation, imbued with the Shraddha, or a certain faith in pending discovery. The possibility of the self being Brahma is established. At the same time, in the Shastras, it's also established, meaning that there's no confusion whether the Shastra is talking about the difference between the individual, Jiva, the Lord, Ishvara, and the world, and the non-difference between them. That is Aparoksha Jnanam, that is Vijnanam. So Jnana Vijnanam, the knowledge, the Jnanam contained in the Shastram is converted into Vijnanam, for which only there is analysis, Mananam, Nididhyasanam. The knowledge conveyed by the Shastram is Jnanam, and the Jnanam, when it becomes steady, when it becomes clear, when it is well ascertained, assimilated, that Jnanam becomes Vijnanam. So assimilated Jnanam, which is by the sadhana, Mananam and Nididhyasanam. And the knowledge, when it in the Shruti Vakya, when it gives knowledge, when it gives a knowledge of the knowledge, the Shruti Vakyam, if it is understood, then if the knowledge happens, then it is Vijnana. But in spite of Shravanam, the knowledge, the Samyak Darshanam has not happened. Then we require Maranam and Nididhyasanam, the life of Nishta, for gaining Vijnanam. So what Shastra has conveyed, it is understood, but it is not seen as a truth of myself. So in that sense, it is just Jnanam. When it is known as me, Brahma, Aham Atma Brahma, then it is Vijnanam. So that is after Shravanam, then Maranam and Nididhyasanam, which becomes a sadhana for Vijnanam. Jnanam is only by Shravanam. And if the Adhikari is ready, then Jnana Matrena Mokshaha. The moment he listens to the Shastra, he becomes free. But in spite of Shravanam knowledge, this moksha, this freedom doesn't happen because of Pratibadha. The Pratibadha is removed by Maranam and Nididhyasanam. To have the clear vision, well ascertained, assimilated knowledge, that is Vijnanam, for which only the sadhana is Maranam and Nididhyasanam. So this conversion is not necessary for, however, if the person is an Adhikari. The person is Adhikari, then Shravana Matrena Jnanam Bhavati. This conversion, that is, this Mananam and Nididhyasanam, this Vichara, that is conversion of Jnanam into Vijnanam is not required if the person is an Adhikari. Adhikari meaning whose mind is properly prepared for the knowledge. Already is an Adhikari, therefore it doesn't require any preparation. The moment the moment Shravanam, he listens to the Shastram, knowledge happens. That knowledge becomes Vijnanam, no conversion here. No conversion for that person, for the Adhikari Purusha. Because the person has Viveka and Vairagya, discrimination, dispassion, he or she recognizes a fact immediately upon receiving the knowledge. Shravana Matrena, that time itself he gains knowledge. So that is the conversion. What he Jnanam is converted into Vijnanam without any time gap, without any this sadhana, mananam, and nidhyasanam. If the person is an adhikari, provided the person is an adhikari. There are no problems obstructing the person's understanding. There is no pratibadha, that's why apratibadha jnanam. Because of his or her maturity, he has done homework, karma yoga, and Vasana, Chitta Chalyam. Therefore, that is maturity. He has grown up person, matured for knowledge. This maturity is backed up by a mind that doesn't consult itself with the past or the future. This is a sanest kind of mind one can have, and that is the mind a sannyasi enjoys. That is the mind a sannyasi enjoys. Therefore, a matured mind is the sanest mind. A psychiatrist, having traveled and met people all over the world, wrote a book in which he said that the mind of a sannyasi is the sanest mind. I think this is due to the sannyasi's freedom from concern for the tomorrow. Having no money or possessions and wanting none, a sannyasi is not concerned with maintaining or protecting anything. There is no gaining. There is for the yoga is not the kshema is not the yoga kshema. Yoga is gaining, kshema is protection, which is all taken care by the Lord. Yoga kshemam bhagamyaham iti Bhagavan himself says in the Gita. So therefore, is not concerned with the gaining and or maintaining. Aparigraha. If you don't have money and you want money, then you are a poor person. Being poor is your problem. On the other hand, if you have money, and others may think that you have no problem regarding money, but you too have the problem of protecting what you have. So what you have to be protected. That involves effort, pain, therefore. So therefore, both the rich and poor have problems. Whereas the one who doesn't care what he has, he's a sanest person. He doesn't worry, he doesn't care. The sannyasi who is oneself alone. He's not a poor because he doesn't have money. Therefore, we cannot call him as a poor person. Because yes, he doesn't place that much value as a poor person plays for the money. So therefore, there is no worry that I don't have money. The poor person has that. Therefore, it's a problem for him. But it's not a problem for a sannyasi. He doesn't care. Therefore, he's the sanest person. There is no worry. Therefore, sanest person. If such a person listen to the Shastra, that is the matured person, an adhikari, Uttam adhikari, is called Uttam adhikari. It's ready. Now he has become Uttam adhikari. Probably he has by the sadhana, Bhagiranga sadhana, karma yoga as well as antaranga sadhana. He has got chitta naischalya. He has got certain focus of the mind. Dhyanam, upasana, he has done. Therefore, he has gained chitta naischalya. That person, for him, such a person listens to the Shastra. The moment he listens to the words of the Shastra, the words convey knowledge, and the knowledge, when he hears, he understands the meaning immediately as himself. So jnanam need not convert to vijnanam. So without conversion, when he listens to the Shastra and the words of the Shastra, the words produce jnanam, the mind. The words produce jnanam, and jnanam is moksha. So there is no conversion of jnanam into vijnanam. Shravana matrena jnanam. There is no that person doesn't require mananam nididhyasanam. Therefore, there is no time gap. After Shravanam, then we need to mananam and nididhyasanam, so that what we heard becomes very clear because of nididhyasanam. Therefore, vijnanam. That time gap is not there for an uttam adhikari. Therefore, there is no conversion necessary. No need to convert jnanam into vijnanam. Jnanam is vijnanam for that person. Any doubt that may arise is taken care of the Shravana Manana process. And then it is over. That time itself it's over. The knowledge is gained. Then where is the need to convert jnanam into vijnanam? Only when the person is not a uttam adhikari. However, a person is not a complete adhikari. Complete means uttam adhikari. While the desire to be liberated, mumukshuttam is there, but still, desire for knowledge, jigyasa may be there, but still, the person has to convert his or her jnanam into vijnanam, jnanam by shravanam, and vijnanam by mananam and nididhyasanam, and anything else that may be required also. That is required for the conversion of jnanam into vijnanam. Paroksha Jnanam into Aparoksha Jnanam, Pratibadha Jnanam to Apratibadha Jnanam. In this process, a jnana that one has about Atma becomes Vijnanam, immediate knowledge of the Atma, of the self, Aparoksha Jnanam. So Paroksha Jnanam is that is knowledge is there, but it is pending. In the sense that is knowledge that Aham Atma, Atma Asti, Brahma Asti, that Atma is Aham, that is Aparoksha Jnanam. Aparoksha Jnanam is Atma Jnanam. Paroksha Jnanam is not Atma Jnanam. Paroksha Jnanam is information, like any other information, just a knowledge. It's a piece of knowledge. Only when it becomes Aparoksha, then only it is Jnanam, then only Moksha. So therefore, okay, what about Shastra? Shastra does it give direct knowledge or indirect knowledge? Shastra doesn't give indirect knowledge, doesn't give Paroksha Jnanam. The Parokshatvam, because the person is not a Adhikari, not yet prepared. That's why after one works for Aparoksha Jnanam by taking up the sadhana, mananam and nididhyasanam. That is punah punaha shravanam kuryat. Again and again listening to the shastram, clearing the doubts and removing all the inhibiting factors, obstacles, so that you can enjoy, you can have the vision of Atma as Brahma, that is myself. So Shastra doesn't give direct knowledge, indirect knowledge. Shastra doesn't give indirect knowledge, not paroksha jnanam. There is a valley of flowers in the Himalayas. That is a knowledge. Paroksham or aparoksham, that is aparoksha jnana. That is paroksha jnana. That is indirect knowledge. That becomes direct only when you go and verify that there is a valley of flowers in the Himalayas. So paroksha jnanam becomes aparoksha when you verify it. Similarly, Swargalokaha asti. Swargaloka is there. Paroksham or aparoksham. It is always paroksha, nitya paroksha. It is always paroksha, always indirect. You cannot verify it. To verify it, you have to leave the shariram. Then you cannot come and report whether it is there or not there. Who will come and report? In what form? Therefore, Swargaloka is always paroksha, always indirect knowledge. But what about Atma? Atma is aparoksha. Shastra doesn't teach paroksha jnanam. Shastra teaches paroksha jnanam, then it's a problem. Then after that, you have to take up some sadhana to make the paroksha to aparoksha. Even for an anadhikari also, Shastra gives only aparoksha jnanam. Since the person is not prepared, therefore the knowledge appears to be paroksha. That is why mananam and nididhyasanam. By mananam and nididhyasanam, not new knowledge is produced. Only the obstructions are removed. So therefore, it is all the way aparoksha only. Therefore, it says tatutvam asi. Shastram says tatutvam asi. And this is a fact. It's a paroksha, aparoksha. Because the Shastra's vision is a fact, the knowledge has to be true as a fact. You cannot have indirect knowledge here. It is direct knowledge. At most, the word paroksha jnana can refer to the insight of a person with reference to Atma being Brahma as opposed to the truth of that knowledge. Paroksha jnanam referring to the insight a person has with reference to Atma is Brahma. That is paroksha jnana. And the Brahma is Tatuttamasi, that Brahma Ahamasmi. That is Vijnanam. The Shraddha that you have about Atma, I, being Brahma, the whole. The Shraddha is there. Therefore, Paroksha Jnanam is there. Therefore, Shraddha is there. Therefore, that helps you to do Mananam and Nididhyasanam. That is not for gaining new knowledge. That only for removing the obstacles. That is only for converting the Jnanam into Vijnanam. This process of conversion is called Swanubhava Karanam, as Bhashakara says in the Vashyam. Swanubhava Karanam, meaning Aparokshi Karanam. Aparokshi Karanam, the converting into immediate knowledge. Paroksham, Aparokshi. But what Shastra conveys is always Aparoksha only. But it is Paroksha because a person is not an Adhikari. Therefore, it is converted into Aparokshi by Mananam and Nididhyasam, converting that into immediate knowledge. For immediate knowledge, That is aparoksha jnanam. Shastram gives immediate knowledge. The receiver is not yet ready, therefore it is indirect. And adopting the sadhanam, mananam, nididhyasanam, then the indirect knowledge becomes immediate knowledge. So therefore, the difference between or the gap between indirect knowledge and immediate knowledge is due to the obstacles. The obstacles are removed by mananam and nididhyasana. Mananam for removing the obstacle, the doubts. Therefore, the knowledge becomes free from samshya, free from doubts, and nididhyasanam for removing the viparyaya. So samshaya ragita jnanam and viparyaya ragita jnanam. Viparyaya. Therefore, samshaya is doubts. Viparyaya is there is clarity. Viparyaya. So far there is clarity with regard to that. There is a clear vision. There is no obstructed vision. That is viparyaya. Samshaya, viparyaya, ragita jnanam. That is apratibadda jnanam. Jnanam which is free from obstacles. So samshaya, the doubts are handled by mananam, and viparyaya, the error. Viparya means error. Error because of the previous orientation. Error because of previous orientation in this janma, previous janma, whatever that orientation we have gathered, that viparyaya, the viparyaya because of samskara, it is so strong that is removed by nididhyasana, by being alert, meaning alert life. That is why nishta, jnana nishta. So therefore, swanubhava karanam, that aparokshi jnanam, that's why aparokshanubhutihi, we have text, Prakana Grantha. Aparokshanubhutihi, converting into immediate knowledge. Anubhava means here knowledge. Anubhava karanam, immediate knowledge. And the word swanubhava is with reference to this knowledge means that whatever has been revealed about the Atma is no more an insight or possibility. Insight is jnanam, insight or possibility. Now it is no more an article of faith, but immediate knowledge. It is myself. Insight or possibility is there is a Atma Asti. That's an insight, Atma Asti. Now it's not insight, it is myself, immediate knowledge. There is a sure recognition, the immediate knowledge of the fact that Aham Brahma Asmi, and this knowledge is Vijnanam. So Jnanam and Vijnanam. Simple way of understanding is Atma Asti. Atma Brahma iti Jnanam. Brahma Asti iti Jnanam. Brahma Asti iti Jnanam, Paroksha Jnanam. That Brahma Aham Asmi, Aham Atma Brahma, that is Aparoksha Jnanam. Brahma Asti Paroksha Jnanam, Pratibadda Jnanam. That Brahma Aham Asmi, Aparoksha Jnanam. Apratibadda Jnanam. That is Vijnanam. So Jnana Vijnana Triptatma. You can take the word as I said, Jnanam, Vijnanam to be the mind, or Vijnanam yet can be taken to be because the word is together, it is used. Therefore, Jnana Vijnana Triptatma, there is knowledge, Aparoksha Jnanam, gained through knowledge, gained through Shastra. The one who has understood the nature of oneself through Shravanam, that is the meaning. Jnana Vijnana Triptatma, by which he is satisfied. His mind is content, his mind is satisfied. The Jnana Vijnana means knowledge of Atma. Vijnanam is Atma. That's why I said Vijnanam, Atma iti. Atma Darshanam is clear for this person. Therefore, Atma Vijnana, Tena Triptaha Atma Antakaranam is satisfied. Jnana Vijnana Tripta Atma. That word alone is explained here. Then, one who has enough, Alam Buddhihi, that we will see, we will discuss. Triptaha, same word, Jnana Vijnana Triptaha. Triptaha is a Tripta means tripti, satisfaction. Enough. Enough, not out of frustration. Enough means out of fulfillment. Enough. Nothing required to fulfill me anymore. I'm already full. Alam buddhi. That is triptaha. We will see this in the next class tomorrow. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Dhanyavadaha.
धन्यवादः